Okay, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Hopefully you watched our first video.
Yep.
This is the second video, and I am the two-time The Boxer award-winning The Boxer.
I'm the one-time The Boxer award-winning chef, award-winning chef lady.
And today we are talking about the WWE work of Mick Foley as viewed on the WWE Greatest Hits and Misses DVD.
The three faces of Foley: Mankind, Dude Love, and Cactus freaking Jack. Oh boy, it's gonna get really. It's gonna be a whirlwind this one because he goes through all three at one point of this one. He does Cactus Jack. There's Dude Love in here, and there's also Mankind in here.
Oh, and also, I forgot to mention in the last one that I already mentioned that the Cactus versus Vader match in WCW was my pick, but you picked Sabu and Sting, and I picked the Mikey Whipwreck match. So that was, so we had both picked two matches at that point.
Yep. And
we have 7 more to go through. We each picked 3 more, and another one that we kind of felt like
we mutually agreed to do one because it's just so.
It's like when you talk about Mick Foley, like Mick Foley's matches. This one has to come up at least.
Yeah, it is like it defined his career pretty much from that point. Right?
Yeah, it's like even if we spend like 2 seconds talking about it, it's like you have to talk about that stuff.
Come on, we can't say no to this one, right?
Yes, but before that,
speaking of Cactus Jack, we have the debut of Cactus Jack on WWE.
Yes, and this was a me pick, Cactus Jack versus Triple H. Madison Square Garden.
Not Triple H, Hunter Hearst Helmsley. This was before Triple H.
But we can still call him Triple H.
Yeah, this was when he was his
still kind of doing the blue blood snob.
Yeah, blue blood snob. Yeah, that's what he was. Blue blood snob. Yeah.
Yeah, he was slowly drifting towards
DX.
Yeah.
This was before he started DX. This is before DX, and then Shawn Michaels, and then into the game.
Yeah, and at this point he had China as his bodyguard.
Yep. And she does a lot, get involved in the match a few times in this match, so.
Yep. And this is actually one of my 3 favorite Mick Foley matches.
Absolutely, same here.
Yeah, and part of it is that he actually was able to cut a pretty good promo as all 3 faces of Foley.
Yeah. Oh, the promo to start it was just, hell yeah. I love the promo to start it.
I think I am thinking what you think I think you're thinking! Yeah, so you had Dude Love come out because there's originally going to be a Dude Love versus Triple H in the Falls Count Anywhere match, but anyway, he brings out Mankind as like a sort of editing trick, and then finally Mankind is, I know someone who wants to do even worse things to Triple H, and then eventually they bring out, can you bring him out, Manny? It's Cactus Jack!
He's back! Somebody stopped me! I thought he was dead!
He's back!
Somebody stopped me! I thought he was dead!
He's alive!
And then Cactus Jack cuts a little promo where he comes out with throwing garbage everywhere. Uh-oh, you know you're in trouble. He's throwing all the toys out the curtain, so you know it's gonna get really ugly real fast. And they get going. Oh, they get going. Oh shit.
Hunter, this may be the darkest day of your life because it's Madison Square Garden and Mrs. Foley's baby boy is finally home. Baby!
He actually bangs his head on the garbage can he's got in his hands.
Yeah, and this was actually my very first exposure to Cactus Jack. So, and I felt like JR actually gave a really good call to really help hype him up. Triple H had a great reaction when
he sold it very well.
Triple H sold it so well.
Yep.
And you had Jim Ross with, for a man who's been set on fire and wrestled on thumbtacks, this will be a walk in Central Park.
Yes, and also Mick Foley's also kind of home in some sense. It's a bit of a homecoming for him too, since from New York.
Yeah.
This would be considered a homecoming for him in some ways, right? And they brawled all over the arena in the crowd.
Yeah, he used the fire thing. Triple H ended up getting a 2 count. He thought it was a 3 count, and then Cactus came out with a fire extinguisher when the ref was saying, no, it was only 2.
Oh, God.
Yeah, and of course China was interfering a lot.
Yep.
A couple of low blows by Cactus onto Triple H.
Yep.
The finish was a pile driver onto a table at the
Top of the stage.
Yep.
Every time I see that, I still cringe. Every time I see that, I cringe a little bit. Like every time I see it, I'm like, oh, holy shit.
Yeah, and they actually changed Cactus Jack's entrance theme at this point because this is a hardcore edition. I think at this point, my research online ended up leading me to learn that a porn company actually holds the rights to Cactus's theme song now.
A fucking porn company. Pardon my language.
And of course, with them being a publicly traded company, and obviously there's quite a bit geared towards children, so they have to play it safe. They can't. It's really hard to justify
a porn company.
Yeah, paying royalty checks to a porn company.
Pretty funny though. And,
yeah.
and in fact, they actually did that back in the day, right? Between 2000, 9 or 10, most of the women in WWE were used for that pretty much for that. Exploited for that reason, pretty much.
Yeah.
And it sucked. They shouldn't have done that. That was bullshit.
Yeah. So, your thoughts on the match?
Love it. 5 out of 5, easily 5 out of 5. One of my favorite Foley matches for sure.
Yeah, like I said.
And the other two ones, one we're gonna go to later, and other one for me is the Hell in a Cell. I'm a big fan of the Hell in a Cell match between him and Triple H. 2000 No Way Out. I love the promotion, how they promoted it, where Triple H wanted one more match with Mick Foley, and he made a stipulation like no barbed wire objects, no sadistic toys, and kind of use that in that way, and it backfired Triple H because Cactus gave him one match, only one choice: Hell in a Cell. Mm-hmm. And they simply upped the ante a little bit more. Triple H will put the title on the line versus Mick Foley's career.
Yeah, career versus title match.
What a match! Oh, I love it. It's so much drama, but it was worth. Storytelling was amazing, and I still cringe when he went through when Triple H backdropped him on the top of the cage. Mick Foley went through the cage on the floor, and actually when he hits the ring, there's this massive like a meteorite kind of comet dent in the ring. You're like, holy shit! One of those holy shit moments. Yeah,
and this Falls Count Anywhere match was actually during the first run that Foley and Triple H had.
Yeah. And then we'll get to the other one later, and I will explain why I love the other one later. Why? There's a few reasons for the other Triple H match.
Yeah. Okay. So anyway, we both really enjoyed the Falls Count Anywhere the day after my 14th birthday, actually, because
really?
Yeah, because the Falls Count Anywhere match was September 22nd, 1997.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So I had just turned 14.
I was 11 back then. I turned 11. No, I was. Let me think here. 86, 7, 8, 9, 1, 2. Yeah, I was 11. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So that match was a me pick, and the next match was your pick. It was Dude Love versus Stone Cold.
Yeah, a Dude Love match. Who the fuck a Dude Love match would get a slot in this? Holy crap! And also has the bastard Vince McMahon in it as a special referee. And
also Pat Patterson was guest ring announcer, and
Joe Briscoe was like a
timekeeper.
Yeah. And he also had Undertaker as a special enforcer, some kind of thing.
Yeah, basically Undertaker was just like sort of hovering around, making sure that Vince didn't try too much bullshit.
Yeah, too much bullshit. Yeah.
Yeah. So
love the finish of that match, especially that was a fun one.
Yeah,
great creative finish. Like it's very the finish is very creative, which is why I like the match so much. It's such a fun finish. Like what? Like you've never really seen them do that before. Like really.
Yeah. Yeah. This was what happened was Dude Love was coming at Stone Cold with a chair. Stone Cold got out of the way and he accidentally hit Vince with a chair, and then Austin hit a stunner, and then actually dragged Vince over and made Vince an unconscious Vince count 1, 2, 3.
Yeah. The stipulation was that during the promos that only Vince would get the count 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
Only him and him alone would count 1, 2, 3 to make sure that Stone Cold would lose the title. I never read the promos for that.
Yeah.
And yeah, well, he said that he got the 1, 2, 3, but by Vince's hand, but he still and Stone Cold won. So, haha, screw you, Vince.
Yeah. So obviously, you really enjoyed this match.
Oh yeah.
And
I also love Paris and Briscoe trying to get in. They end up going through both the SmackDown table and the regular announce table. Controlled by the Taker. Oops, excuse me.
Yeah, so for guys in like their late 50s, early 60s, I respect them for taking that.
Oh yeah, I respect them too for all the bumps they take. I know Stone Cold talked about it in his DVD about how much he respected the Stooges for how much they are completely underrated. The Stooges, totally underrated in what they did. Also, like when SummerSlam '99 when they came back and helped the Test versus Shane McMahon match. They came back and beat the crap out of the Mean Street Posse. You remember that one, right? They made their return after so many, and they beat the crap out of the Posse. Oh man!
I remember them coming out for a tag match to Real American.
Oh God!
I'm sorry, I laughed really hard at that.
I just love when they came back to SummerSlam. They're like, I love that one. They end up helping Test win the match, and they beat the crap out of the swinging chairs like fucking madman. Those guys for 60. Like I respect the hell out of those guys. They took some major bumps, but being as tough they are, I'm sure they loved it. They wouldn't do anything else in the world. So, matter of fact, to both of them. Also, I heard Jerry Briscoe recently lost his job.
Yeah,
it's very sad to hear, but I heard stories that Vince actually called him himself to tell him. So, to Vince, man, I commend him for that. That takes a lot of balls to do that. But you're with him 30 years.
Yeah.
So I commend Vince for that. That was really, really awesome. He did that. And I know it's sad that he had to let him go, but
yeah, no one likes losing a job.
No, but the fact that he did that though, Vince did that was still really, really, really respectful. I respect him that very much. Yeah. Next pick.
Actually, I still have a few comments I want to make about the DB about that Dude Love match. They ended up changing it around. We're partway through. They announced, now it's a no disqualification match.
Yeah, they tried to screw Stone Cold out by adding stipulations during the match.
Yeah, first was no disqualification, then was false count anywhere.
Oh God!
And during the false count anywhere part, Mick Foley actually did a sunset flip off of one of the cars.
Oh God!
And that's something that stood out to me. And I think Austin got some color in this match.
He did, eh?
Yeah, that means bleeding.
Oh yeah, there was blood in everyone. Next match, next victim.
Okay, so I did enjoy that match, and
so did I. Oh yeah.
Yeah, so now we can go on to the next one.
Yep.
And this is the one that we have to touch on.
Of course.
A certain
Hell in a Cell
that happened at King of the Ring 1998.
98 in Pittsburgh.
It involved a
certain
Igloo cage match that has a roof on it.
And the Igloo in Pittsburgh.
I don't know if you've ever heard of it.
I don't remember. I think I know the match. What is it?
I think the match name is called Hell in a Cell.
Yes. And who was involved? I can't remember who was involved exactly. I know there was some guy by the name, was it Undertaker?
I think Mick Foley was his opponent, Mankind.
Yeah, I think it was. I can't remember exactly though. I think it was him.
Yeah, I think it's like some sort of obligation where we have to talk about this match.
Yeah, it's so infamous. Why not? We have to say it, right? It's like essential WWE now. Like, come on.
Like I've seen this match where I didn't even bother taking any notes for it. It's like, you know what? No, we can.
We'll freehand it. We've seen it so many times. I've seen it a million times. It's a damn good match. It really is.
Yeah, it's been like replayed so many times. You know, you have
him going off the cage, him going through the cage.
Terry Funk getting chokeslammed out of his shoe.
Yeah, the thumbtack. Oh, the thumbtacks.
Yeah, him actually crumbling after a punch instead of taking a bump.
Yeah, that crumbling bump. Jeez.
Yeah, he was actually unconscious for 90 seconds after that match. Or during that match, not after it. But yeah, that's why Funk came in and he took the chokeslam from the Undertaker. Undertaker actually wrestled this match with either it's like an injured foot. I'm not sure if it was like sprained or broken. So so actually, hats off to Undertaker for being able to.
Absolutely, hell, he took That's a huge risk.
Yeah, being able to actually, sort of like, for lack of a better way of putting it, bottle feed his opponent while dealing with a broken, like a hurt foot.
He even and Mick Foley took, God, the damage he took was ungodly. Like, it's ungodly. Come on.
Yeah, he actually had sore kidneys that he kept forgetting to mention, and he was in the fog like pretty much the entire match.
He also lost part of his tooth.
Yeah, like a tooth and a half that ended up losing.
Yeah.
This was one of the first matches that he started using thumbtacks, and he actually said to, I think to whoever was the referee, I think it was Mike Kyoto.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he said, "Hey, Mike, did I use the thumbtacks?" And he had thumbtacks, and this was after the match, and he refused to be stretchered into the back after the match was done.
There's also a story going, he talks about in the Hell in a Cell DVD where a couple days before the match, he talked to Terry Funk about how they want to do the match. Maybe should on top of the cage. And his wife like, why don't you find a better mentor than Terry Funk? I'm like, oh, yeah, I think he needs a better mentor. That's kind of a bad mentor, right? It's on the front on top of the goddamn cage. You're like, really?
Yeah.
Not good at.
Yeah, and you know nowadays they would not let their wrestlers do that.
No,
shit,
of course not. But back in the day, though, he did it. We commend him, both guys, for doing that match. It was just incredible. Like, what a match.
Next time, guys, don't.
Yeah, please don't. Just don't. For love of God, don't.
And of course, Undertaker wins the match after a tombstone.
Yep. Tombstone. Couple tombstones. I think it was 2, right?
It was a choke slam onto the tacks and then the tombstone.
Okay. Never mind. My bad.
Yeah. Yeah, and so that was it. Obviously, like a legendary match. It's one of those things I don't think it matters a whole lot what our opinions are.
Yeah.
It is what it is, and
it is legendary now. It always will be. Let's move on, because there's nothing more we can say, because it's pretty much at that point. It's like beyond our it's even beyond our reviewing now. Like, it's that legendary. It really is at that stratosphere.
Yep.
Pretty much. Next victim.
Ooh, I want to talk about this one.
Oh, yes. Oh, this is going to be a fun one.
Monday Night Raw, January 1999. Mankind challenges The Rock for the World Wrestling Federation Championship.
And this is what we call, this was the turning points of the Monday Night Wars. Oh, we are going to, yes.
Tony Schiavone spoils and says that Mick Foley, who wrestled in WCW as Cactus Jack, is going to win the world title. Ha! That'll put butts in seats.
And ends up
500 million people change the channel. It's just like Bischoff told him to say that. It's like John Laurinaitis telling Psycho Sid to jump off the second rope and deliver a big boot to Scott Steiner. Behind my leg.
He's freaking out. You okay? Oh shit, you okay? Oh shit. He's dead.
Oh, my leg.
He's got a heart attack. Hey, stop trying to have a heart attack. Holy shit.
Oh, they lost 500,000 viewers that night.
In one night. 500,000 viewers in one bloody night. And what ended up was WWE kept their claw on the ratings war, the Monday Night War, and basically that night was beginning of the end of WCW and the Monday Night Wars. Pretty much. You alright?
God put butts in seats, Tony Schiavone.
Oh yeah. You said that line specifically. That line.
21 years later, it's still funny.
20 years and it's still funny as all hell. Oh yes. Been 21 years and that is still funny as hell. Oh boy, Bischoff was so red after that one. He must have been pissed. He was probably just pissing himself. Like, you're like probably just furious after that happened. Son of a bitch, he was mad. Oh boy. It was fun though.
Oh.
You alright?
I'm back.
Dingus.
Okay. Spoiler alert. Mankind wins via pinfall in this no DQ match.
Interference by DX.
DX and the corporation had gotten into a brawl.
And then they're running by So Goes Steve Austin.
Yes, swings a chair at The Rock, knocks him out, pin 1, 2, 3.
Also love that he dedicated to two little people home with a kid. That was pretty cute.
Yeah, and I feel like this is actually one of the bigger crowd pops in this DVD.
Yeah,
too.
one of the biggest ones probably ever in history. I think it is. Yeah. Pretty much one of the biggest crowd pops in the history of crowd pops.
Definitely one of the bigger pops on this DVD.
Absolutely. Stone Cold is huge. When he actually won the title, place goes up. In the words of what's his name? I'm trying to remember. I'm trying to remember. Not Bobby the Brain, but Gorilla Monsoon. The place goes absolutely bananas. The quote Gorilla Monsoon. The quote Gorilla Monsoon there. I had to do it.
Yeah.
It went absolutely bananas when he won the title. Holy shit. What a match. It wasn't a great match, but there are better matches they did, like the Royal Rumble, the I Quit match, and then the Halftime Heat, Boiler Room Brawl. Those are really, really good matches. But still, a moment in history there.
Yep. Watching
WCW get their asses kicked so soundly. It's oh boy, just fun to watch.
Yep.
By the way, WCW, eat a dick. and Bischoff, by the way, LJ Bischoff, same thing for Bischoff too. You can eat a colossal dick. How does you eat crow, buddy? Eat crow. Eating crow now, eh? Eat a huge amount of crow after that one. You try this. I think later on, when during the Eric Bischoff segment from 2005, before Bischoff got fired, they had Mick Foley as the prosecutor. He actually mentioned that he tried to ruin. He actually talked about that night where he tried to ruin his career.
Yeah.
And we actually ended up helping him WWE in the long run. He thanked him for that. So there you go. I thought I mentioned that too.
Yep.
Also, from that segment though, Vince McMahon's saying I was listening to actually something on my new iPod. Christ, she sucks.
Yeah.
That was just too funny. I gotta laugh at that one.
Yeah.
I love that segment, that part. And then also we get the garbage truck treatment at the end. Bischoff does. You're fired. Next match.
Okay,
this is a personal favorite of mine. This one.
We're going to the 2000 Royal Rumble. It is a street fight between Cactus Jack and Triple H.
Oh, now this is a personal favorite match of mine.
And this is a great Cactus match. And
yes,
match.
The match is great, but the promos to the match is what makes this match so damn good. The on one Raw, Triple H beats the living crap out of Mankind. Next week, Mick Foley decides that Mankind was not ready to fight Triple H and street fight at the Royal Rumble. So, because of that, Mick Foley has to metastasize into Cactus Jack.
Yeah.
And all hell breaks fucking loose when that happens. Triple H sells it like a absolute superstar. He sells. He's actually afraid of Cactus Jack. The promo by both guys are just spot on. Storytelling just so good.
Yeah.
And then they brawl that Royal Rumble. They brawl. I mean, really brawl. It is ugly.
Yeah, so thing that stand out to me was during the match there was a suplex onto some pallets, and you can actually see the gash on Triple H's leg as the match goes.
Yeah, it was
out.
ugly gash. Big
yeah,
one.
and you can see him actually limping throughout the match shortly after that, and also Rock interferes, allowing the cuffs to be brought off in this match.
During one point of the match, Cactus Jack gets handcuffed. He's taking chair shots with his hands like behind it, like, handcuffed. He's actually getting chair shots. I'm like, Jesus! Like
2 rumbles in a row.
Yeah, 2 rumbles in a row. He's actually getting like unprotected chair shots. Like, holy crap!
Yeah, this is why he has concussions, folks.
Yes.
And also, this was an appearance of Barbie, the barbed wire bat.
Of course, Barbie got to show up in these kind of matches.
And there was even a low blow with Barbie, so...
Oh boy. So we're not having kids ever again?
He actually had 3 daughters after that.
But
it never killed any chance of any sons.
Yeah. But there you go, he has 3 daughters. There you go.
And Triple H wins with 2 pedigrees. At least one of them was on the tacks.
Yes, one of them was on the thumbtacks. There was a lot of thumbtacks in this one. Oh boy.
Yep. Yeah, but yeah, it's definitely a great Cactus and Triple H match, and that's actually a match. That's actually a rivalry that really helped elevate Triple H's game.
He did. He became the game after this one. Definitely, he became a bona fide superstar and a really good heel in this one. If you guys get a chance, look up Triple H. Look at the promos from the match on on YouTube. Maybe I'll find them. I'll put them underneath.
Yeah.
Because the promos are really damn good. I think I might. You won't mind that?
Well, we'll see what we can do about that.
Yeah, but I really like the promos for this, so I would recommend it.
Yeah.
All right, next victim.
Okay, let's see. Hold on. Before we get to that, let's see. Obviously, the Hell in a Cell match with Taker was a mutual pick. You had picked the Rock match and the street fight.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think that made it where you had 5 picks, I had 3, and
the picks are yours.
Yeah, and then of course the mutual ones. So the final 2 picks were my matches, and
drum roll, please.
Cactus Jack versus Randy Orton. Hardcore match.
Oh.
Backlash 2004, and this is actually a match that he actually considers to be his personal favorite, or to be his best match. At least after that, because for a while it was just a match against Shawn Michaels at Mind Games '96, but eventually this was a match that he felt like he did an even better job.
Yeah. Plus also there's also the homecoming of then champion. I'm not gonna say his name. Do I need to say his name?
Your choice.
Chris Benoit.
Yeah, yes.
Yes, and I know it's taboo to say that name. I know it's taboo, but
yeah, or as they like to say, he who shall not be named.
Yeah, he's like the Voldemort of WWE.
The Invisible Man.
Invisible Man. He invisibly beat Big Show over the top rope in 2004 in January. Then he Invisible Man made Triple H tap out.
No. Here's what happened. Big Show threw himself out of the Royal Rumble in 2004. The championship disappeared at WrestleMania 20. And then Randy Orton just found the belt in the middle of the ring at SummerSlam 2004. That's what happened. That's what happened.
All right, that's what WWE wants to. That's what WWE wants to happen. That's their story.
But like, you can't blame them for wanting to.
No, I understand.
To want to push Chris Benoit down and not spend as little time acknowledging him as possible.
Yeah, and it's understandable. What he did was wrong. I respect Chris Benoit as a wrestler, but as a human being, though, no.
And you know what? He should not be in the Hall of Fame.
No, absolutely not. No. Absolutely not. No.
No, it's like you could have, say, just like and I'm strictly saying this for to illustrate a point. Like Adolf Hitler could have been the greatest politician in the world, but as soon as he does the Holocaust shit, no, we do not honor a man like that.
No.
Period.
Same thing. Same kind of concept.
And I only do that to sort of illustrate my point.
Yes, we're not trying to. We don't condone that kind of shit anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah, but no, he should not be in the Hall of Fame. But I will give him credit though. He had one of the first segments ever though in January 2004.
Yeah.
Him and John Cena making all him and Heat soap. I know it's off topic, but I gotta say it. One of my favorite segments of all time. just for the line, after he takes his first, after Paul Heyman takes his first bite, John Cena's like, no, don't spit it out. Everyone knows you swallow, don't spit it out.
Yep.
I can't help giggling like a 13-year-old schoolboy every time I hear that line. I'm like, Jesus. Jesus fucking Christ. Every time I hear that, I can't help but cry. I'm like, laughter. I'm like, oh. Every time.
Yeah, so for Foley versus Orton, some things that obviously Randy Orton wins with an RKO on the barbed wire bat. He actually mentioned about suffering a concussion on the ramp, either from a back suplex or from like a beathead move where you just throw your opponent back down with his head. So he got a concussion somewhere along there. At this point, you felt like they had commentary with him and Coachman for some of these matches.
Yeah.
And Joey Styles as well, so...
I actually, Coachman was very underrated as a commentator.
Yeah.
And he was pretty good as a heel, too. I'll give him credit. He was pretty good as a heel.
Yeah, so he talked about getting a concussion in that match. There was a barbed wire leg drop on the Orton's balls.
Oh, God.
He placed the barbed wire bat.
Between his legs. Between his legs, well, he's lying down prone, and then he drops his leg on the barbed wire bat that's stuck between his nuts. So that's definitely gonna hurt. Say hell. Ooh.
Yeah, and also this is something that Foley was commenting on, was that he had the thumbtacks, and Randy Orton went for an RKO, and Foley and Cactus Jack countered with just like throwing him onto the tacks, and you see Orton like.
He sells it.
Yeah, he sells it really well, and the part where he's off the stage before Foley drops the elbow, he felt like he regretted having those thumbtacks on there.
I bet he did. He probably like, why do the thumbtacks? Please God, why?
Those tacks were a bad idea.
Yeah, that was a really bad idea. Ouch.
Yeah, but the point in that was to sort of help get Orton to be viewed as a lot tougher. Because at this point he had just been viewed as sort of a talented wrestler.
A pretty boy, talented pretty boy.
Yeah, so this was sort of a way to elevate him in terms of being tough.
Yeah, and it worked.
Yeah, and he ended up winning the match with, like I said, the RKO onto the barbed wire bat.
Also surprising, there's no run-ins by Flair or Batista. That's a surprise too.
Yeah,
he did it on his own. There was no run-in by Evolution. There's no Flair, no Batista run-in at all. He did it all on his own. And so
clean win.
A clean win, and for that, I respect him. But that was pretty. He did it clean, which is wow.
Yeah, which is something that actually does help. And that's another thing that you don't see a whole lot nowadays, that the heels always have to cheat.
Yeah, there was a cheat, yeah.
No. What made me take Mankind seriously as a kid was him beating The Undertaker clean in a casket match.
Yeah.
And he was a heel. We need to have the heels win clean once in a while to make them actually see them as an obstacle to overcome, instead of having them cheat to win all the time.
Yeah, I know, eh? Why? Why do they always cheat to win? It's like, ugh.
Yeah, and this match was an Intercontinental title defense. And let's see, then the street fight against Triple H was also a world title match.
Yes, it was. WWF title.
Yeah. And so anything else you want to talk about?
It was a hell of a match. A lot of blood, though. A lot of blood from both guys.
Yeah.
They fed buckets in both of them. Holy crap.
Yeah, both guys were busted open for this one.
Absolutely, and they should be. It was a hardcore match could be. I would even call that like a lost ECW match, or
yeah.
If they booked that in ECW, that would have been like an absolute barn burner in ECW back in the old days.
Yep.
Absolutely.
And are we going to move on to the final match?
Yes.
The final match that we watched was a hardcore match between Cactus Jack, Mick Foley, and Edge. This was at WrestleMania 22.
Yeah, that was April 2006.
Yeah. And this is one of those ones where this was shortly after Edge's Money in the Bank cash in, and he only had the belt for a few... Yeah, actually I think it was more like 3 weeks.
Yeah, 3 weeks.
Yeah, because he won it at New Year's Revolution and then lost it back to...
Royal Rumble, Royal Rumble.
Yeah, so Edge kind of had this chip on the shoulder, felt like he wasn't really given a fair shot with the belt. So he had the chip on the shoulder body to come on and say, hey, I can do great matches and I can get the crowd to react.
Yeah.
And again, this was another one where this was another really good match that I enjoyed.
Oh, yeah.
And this was one of my picks. I'm obviously going to pick matches I like, right?
Yeah. I like this one too. So this is me. I like this one too. So I don't complain. Every time I watch WrestleMania 20, I always watch this match. Always.
Yeah, and Mick Foley actually was talking about on the commentary because this match was wrapping around some barbed wire. He actually had like 2 flannel shirts along with his the Cactus Jack shirt.
Yeah.
And he was using at least one of the flannel shirts to hide barbed wire, which was he talked about being inspired by Bret Hart's spear, the Bret Hart Goldberg spear bit where Bret Hart actually had a metal plate underneath his shirt.
It blocked the spear. It knocked him out completely. I remember that.
Yeah.
Knocked him out completely, and then it basically knocks him. Goldberg out with like when he speared him, he knocked him out completely.
Yeah, so there was a similar idea with that where he actually let Edge spear him early in the match, and he caught the barbed wire, and it obviously hurt Edge quite a bit.
Yeah, very smart. And we thought he wasn't loaded with anything when we come to the ring too. We're like, really? He's gonna there's nothing on him.
Yeah, it's like you see the spear, and you think it's gonna be a short match, and then boom.
Yeah, I think King called it. I think though, in the original commentary, King called it. That's how wrapped in barbed wire. The King called that one. Like, Joe was like, yeah, good call. Oh, there's also Mr. Oh my God on commentary in this one with Mick Foley.
Yeah,
Joey Styles. So.
Yeah, when we played this one, it went to the commentary with Foley and Styles over the original commentary.
Yeah, still very good though. I like the over commentary just as much as I like the original commentary.
Yeah, and also there was a spot with Lita jumping on Foley's back, and they did a cactus clothesline where Cactus clotheslines Edge over the top rope and goes along with it. So there's like the 3 of them going over the top rope at the same time.
I remember that. Yeah. Holy shit.
Yeah, so they're making jokes about Lita being a little bit top heavy, so to speak.
Oh
snap!
Oh snap!
Yeah, this was back when Lita's clothing would be a fair bit skimpier. Skimpier on the top.
Yeah, skimpier on top. Yeah, a little bit.
Ooh, barbed wire socko on both Edge and Lita.
Yeah, barbed wire socko. And for the record, I've actually met Lita at a convention in Seattle a couple years ago. She is nothing like the character. She's really, really nice in real life. That's the truth. I even got this guy a autograph from her. Yeah, and they got autograph from me. And Lita, thank you very much for that autograph. I enjoy it. Yeah, thank you. I have it on my wall here. Thank you. He has his on the wall here. I have mine at home. Oh, there you go. Of course, Edge wins with a pin after the flaming table spear. Yeah. A little tribute to the Dudleys there, right? A little bit of a Dudleys tribute there. Yeah. Little bits. You could call that Dudleys tribute kind of thing. They do the flaming table spots, which is classic Dudleys, right? From ECW back in the day. Yep. Yeah. He did a flaming spear through the middle rope. A middle rope through a speared Foley off the ring through a flaming table with Joy Santo like, oh my God, pretty much. Yeah. Holy crap! All you say about it is, holy shit. That's the crowd was chanting holy shit after that one. Sanctimonious feces? Absolutely. Absolutely sanctimonious feces. Absolutely. What a match. What a match. What a match. My one complaint though is, they should have the Hell in a Cell in there. And also should have the Hell in a Cell should be on there. Triple H and Cactus Jack. 2000. And The Rock. The halftime heat? No, The Rock. The Rumble 99. Rumble 99. That's my only complaint. Those 2 matches. Yeah, those were not on the original. They did an original 2-disc one, which goes up to the Triple H street fight. Yeah. And they didn't bother putting in the Hell in a Cell with Triple H or the 99 Royal Rumble disc. Yeah, that sucks. I'm kind of pissed. But still, good DVD though. Enjoyed it. Okay, folks. I will apologize. We had an ending, but I had technical difficulties dealing with my software for the Mick Foley DVD right here, so we have to reshoot the closing of it. Yep. Yeah, so this is on the WWF time.
We watched the Falls Count Anywhere from Monday Night Raw, September 22nd, 1997.
Cactus Jack versus Hunter Assembly.
Yeah.
One of my favorite matches. I still love the ending though. The ending gives me every time I watch the ending, I cringe a little bit. Watch the ending. Ooh.
Yeah, and that one was my pick.
Yeah.
That was the pile driver on the table on the ramp.
Yeah. Whew. What a finish! God damn.
Your pick was Dude Love versus Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Very creative. I love the ending. That's very creative. McMahon said that only by his hand would he get a 1, 2, 3, and it was by his hand, but it was by Vince's hand, but with a little help from Stone Cold. But how can you say that? It was pretty creative ending, right?
Yeah.
Love the ending.
Yeah. Well, don't forget we've actually already gone through each matches. So
Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah. So what we missed out on was Mankind versus Shawn Michaels.
Yep.
That was Mind Games '96. Mick Foley versus Terry Funk.
Yep.
Which was at that point the only match he ever wrestled as Mick Foley. Raw's War, May 4th, 1998. Let's see. After that, we watched the Hell in a Cell. The match with with The Rock. Let's see. They do have DVD extras on this one. The Mankind teasers, like with the rat, George was the rat's name. Music to My Ear, which I think was another vignette. A promo before the Mind Games match. The Jim Ross interviews Mankind. I think this was the one where they had Mick Foley, where Mick decided to tell stories as Mankind, but from Mick's own personal life. The birth of Mr. Socko. Hi, everybody!
Oh, what a great, so much fun with Socko.
Yeah, there's a couple of Mick and Al Snow in Vegas vignettes.
Uh-oh.
Commissioner Foley and Kurt Angle.
Always love the commish. That's my wish, because I am the commish. Have a nice day! Love that one.
And on the bonus disc, because the first, when the set first came out, it was only 2 discs. But, of course, Mick was doing a few matches after that, so they decided to make a 3rd disc where we covered 2 of the matches, and the 2 we did not cover was Foley and Edge with Lita against Terry Funk and Tommy Dreamer with Beulah. And the girls are the managers, I think, in this match.
Yeah, ooh, that one got pretty ugly. Included a 2x4 wrapped in barbed wire, set on fire spots. Ooh!
Yeah.
Yeah, that was not pretty to watch. Ooh! That was a little scary. Like, ooh.
Yeah, so, and then after that was, so that was that One Night Stand 2006, that match.
Yeah.
June 11th, 2006, and SummerSlam 2006 was Mick Foley versus Ric Flair in an I Quit match.
Ooh, that'd be good. 2 legends of the sport.
Yeah, so those were the 2 matches on the 3rd disc that we skipped over, just because there's like so many matches. 3 discs, 6.5 hours, just did not have the time to go through it. I think we ended up finishing filming that about around 8-ish.
Yeah, it was late. We were both grumpy and tired.
Yeah, so, yeah, and then of course, we used 2 cameras for that, and trying to go through it, it kept screwing up my software, so I can only go a certain lengths on that. With my software, so unfortunately I work with the limitations that I have, and we had to reshoot the ending.
Yeah, sorry about that, guys.
But, do you have a pick for your favorite Mick Foley match from this set?
Oh, tough call. I would say either Triple H versus Hunter Assembly from Raw, 1997, or the Street Fight MSG.
Yeah.
That was the Street Fight MSG especially.
Yeah, so you lean more towards the Street Fight, right?
Or the Edge versus Mick Foley one. That was also a really, really good match.
Yeah, for me, I'm like, if you're going by number of times I've watched the matches, the Monday Night Raw between Triple H and Cactus Jack, where the Cactus Jack introduction would be by and far my winner. yeah, aside from that, the Orton Foley match at Backlash 2004 was that really good one too. So
yeah. Also, I really like the promos for Cactus Jack and Triple H 2000.
Yeah.
Because he beat up Mankind and he had to metastasize into Cactus Jack. That was such a good promo. Yeah. What a promo! I'll find it and I'll post it below because it's one of my favorite promos easily.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's it. I know this was a long video, over 40 minutes, so if you made it this far, thank you so much. You are a super fan if you made it over 40 minutes.
Yeah, you are a whole lot crazy. 40 minutes of us two dickheads doing this stuff, right? You're crazy.
Yeah, to sit here and listen to us talk about Mick Foley for over 40 minutes. Mick, you have fans out there, okay? Remember, you did put butts in seats.
He did. He did put butts in seats. Damn right he did.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am the two-time boxer the award winning the boxing.
And I am still the one-time the boxer award winning Chef David Leahy.
They lost 500,000 viewers that night.
And by the way, guys, buy my book. Buy my book. Good night, everybody. See you next time.
Bye, everybody.